Alright, everyone. We're back. Let's talk to the brains. Doc.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
I recovered all technological information.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
Do these technologies have the information you need?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
What?
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
Oh. Why did you have me get them if you don't know how they would help?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes, so let me, a bit, huh? I'll figure it out.
Alright. The antenna, any chance it was damaged or broke the X2 array once removed? Would the suit's dampening abilities allow me to sneak into the Forbidden Zone? Maybe the frequency in the sonic emitter's a sonic key of sorts, like an electronic lockpick.
So you're saying it's the X2 array, not the antenna I should be examining. That was most likely my plan, yes. Let me check something. Of course, I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency, and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
Cardiac, spinal, and brainwave aspects of this tech. Couldn't they heal me?
Heal you? What, put you back together like some giant hard-boiled yum-yum deviled egg? I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain. But for now, they can be used in the name of aggression. The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
But what else?
What are you doing back? Mobius's threats persist. Worse, he's filling up our transmission storage holotape to capacity.
Okay. Y'all got anything else?
Stop. Predict.
So, Zero, any amazing discoveries?
Yeah, I discovered more internal parts in the monitors here. If you could hold on to my discovery, I'd appreciate it. You sure are testing that personality chip thoroughly. All right. Yeah, there were a few under the monitors here. Here you go. Keeps the place tidy.
I don't think there's anything else. So let's see. We got the sonic emitter on us. I guess in the spirit of the DLC, we'll use the X2 antenna and the stealth suit.
We're very stealthy.
Sure we are.
We're okay on Stimpaks.
Already regretting this. Nope.
Medic supplies adequate.
Mobius,
This one looks pretty tough.
you won't escape me! You won't escape me! You're no match for science!
Pain frequency. All of the special attacks with melee weapons are just me spinning around.
Go, my minion! Sting them in the name of all that is Mobius! Destroy this one, I'll make more! My...
Do you like me?
Not really, but mostly just for this playthrough.
Was that all?
Okay. What the? Oh, damn it.
This one looks pretty tough.
My ammo swap key's not working anymore. Oh, it works on that one. Why isn't it working here? To the dome. What is with the placement of these footlockers? They're just like in a circle, except for this one.
Was that all?
It looks like it.
Sneaking done. Fighting now. Fighting over.
Hope it doesn't like lag out the game. Just leaving them there like that. Hope doesn't lag out the game, but let me bring out an explosive rifle. I'm sure that'll be fine. Cool. And that's how you recycle robots, children. Alright.
This one looks pretty tough.
Not bring any pulse grenades or anything.
Robo-Scorpion, attack! You're no match for science. Stop that! You'll damage the hull! Oh, hit my Robo-Scorpion, will you?
Was that all?
That was all. Alright. No going back. Well, I mean, I guess we could, but...
Attention visitors! Combat experiment in progress. Please put on your goggles and take your rad X now. The X-42 giant Robo-Scorpion is alive! Awaken my pet! Initiate your search and destroy protocol in the name of all that is Mobius!
Okay, well, that's, you know, a little bit problematic, but, we've had worse. X-42 Robo-Scorpion. Saturday night armor plating on the giant robot Scorpion has exceeded expectations, mostly. While it's virtually impervious to small arms fire, sonic emitter that Parsons brought in managed to fry several of the prototype subsystems. We'll have to look into improved EMP shielding for the next prototype. On a more positive note, the prototype's new atomic laser is performing admirably. Some residual radiation is left behind after the weapon discharges. It may be necessary to requisition more radiation suits and meds as precaution. Target drone effectiveness. The constant improvements to the giant robot Scorpion has rendered Protectron models we've been using as hostile communist forces largely ineffective. At this stage, they're little more than distractions. Well,
It looks like the target drones got activated and... Oh, how cute! They're engaging the X-42 giant Robo-Scorpion. Let's see the shrapnel fly. You can't avoid the deadly laser sting of Dr. Mobius!
Let's see. Backup. New atomic laser is putting an incredible strain on a giant robot Scorpion's generator. The damn thing shuts down right in the middle of weapons testing last week. Pushed for reducing the laser's output by 25%, said they slapped a backup generator onto the Scorpion. Dangerous, if you ask me. The systems weren't designed to handle the power from two systems at once, and if some rookie fires up the backup generator too early, well, what?
Crush them with your pincers!
What happens if you put on the atomic battery?
We haven't seen anybody in a while. Maybe the monsters have stealth suits too. That's all.
Oh,
Wait for it to come to you, my pet.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
I wonder if we can just sneak up to it and just deactivate it.
An intruder is here. I'm certain of it.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Alright, let's use a actual stealth boy. I'm curious, can we just sneak up to it and deactivate it? Wow. taking a screenshot of that. No, we're not going to do that.
Crush them with
Ready,
your pincers.
steady, fighty.
An intruder is here. I'm certain of it.
Was that all?
Doesn't appear to be anything in here. Turret control. Fuck. Otherwise. New target.
Crush them with your pincers.
Uh-oh.
Okay, yep. We're gonna stay away from that. That hurt.
That's all.
Okay. Kind of realized we did not bring in any explosives with us to this DLC. Emergency shutdown. Well, that's kind of boring. But I guess it's better than just walking up to it. Recuperating. Nope. Conversation. No. Fuck. I think there's a key card for that somewhere around here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, cool.
That's all.
Wasn't there a key card for that hidden somewhere around here?
Ready, steady, fighting.
Ah, there's our victim.
Oh, Jesus.
Crush them with your pincers.
Energy cell. Yeah.
X-42, attack in the name of Mobius. Go back to patrol, you piece of junk.
We lost it.
Bad guys dealt with. Time to fight.
Oh, shit.
My X-42 giant robo-scorpion lives.
Fighting over. Sneaking done. Fighting
An
now.
intruder is here. I'm certain of it.
Oh, that.
Wait for it to come to you.
Not a good spot. Alright, let's just do this the legit way. Unlocking. Objective. Histories. Alright, you guys keep them
You
distracted.
can't avoid the deadly laser sting of Dr. Mobius.
Well, that's one way of doing it. Just go through the window. Resurrection. Purification. Infiltration. Nope. Alright, so purification was close.
Crush them with your pincers.
Purification. Not close anymore. Anticipating. Alright, it might have an ing in it. Where the fuck are the hints? Authentic. Oh. We're in. Per instruction from the higher-ups, after that one time a giant robot scorpion's attack routine malfunctioned, we've installed emergency shutdown procedure. Let's hope we never have to use it. The prototype systems will all be fried. We won't be up and running again for weeks. The military is expecting delivery of a battle-ready model within 6 months, and the project has already been enough delayed. Well...
Is this thing on? This is Mobius. Dr. Mobius. We're initiating some kind of emergency test shutdown. In 5, 4, as in forbidden, 3, as in tree, 2, as in two Brutus, 1, as in none. Oh look, the emergency overload is initiating.
Boom. Sent an IT to do a courier's job. Could have sworn there was you know, the thing, the key code for that somewhere around here. But I guess I was wrong. Forbidden. Brain tank. Hey.
Hmm? Yo, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing, you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. Little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Is that better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. Flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
Thanks.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-erific thoughts and ideas when those chalky tablets are zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
You aren't exactly what I was expecting.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
I like that. That's a good answer. Why did you steal my brain?
Oh, a variety of reasons. You're something of a homily. Anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
Why is that a problem?
I'm not sure, except that I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. I have very good reasons for almost everything I do. Even if I forget them occasionally. Although I feel this one is especially important. Oh, well.
But I want to leave.
Now, that seems to be rather hormonal of you. Flight or fight response, you know. Hard to cut that out completely. Your brain is here, safe with me. We chat over mentats.
I need my brain back.
Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
That's a good point. I was curious about some things.
Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Oh, maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers.
I can't fix your monitor, but if you're getting ghost reception, I can fix that.
The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, good, better. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon mentats break.
You don't seem aggressive. Why broadcast threats to the think tank?
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
I was curious about some things.
I find things curious as well. Go on.
Can you tell me about your robo scorpions?
Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How scary, I thought, but they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts.
Sounds like you built the robo scorpions, issued threats to keep the think tank occupied.
Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, conscience? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the raisins better than I do.
Everything you've told me doesn't add up. Your plan, even your name, Mobius.
Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it? It's my name, and my new name overwrote the old one. This name's as real as you or I. Although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me. I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with, like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming.
You reprogram their names as part of a recursion loop? What, to trap their processors?
Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh. But, yes, I did take some liberties with their programming. It's all right, they don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap, and then I said excrement, and then...
Why did... so recursion loop is designed to prevent the flow of information, so...
The radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it. I suspect I have Plan 9s in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. They're probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here, or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several Plan 9s in case the 7s fail.
Klein, Mobius, zeros, a circle, 8s, an infinity symbol, they're all loops. I get it.
Oh, you figured it out. No pun intended. Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time, and history. All that is left is what's here. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too-far thing-taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quite professional.
Minor detail, but a snake devouring its own tail is Ouroboros, not Ouroboros.
Really? It is so unlike me to make an error in anything I do.
I don't understand. Why you sent the threats and the robot scorpion army against the think tank?
Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a raisin. That I didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria, finally able to see its host.
There must have been other signs of a larger world.
There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micromagnifiers. You were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts.
A cranial injury from the attack outside Goodsprings.
Yes, very good. I should have mentats ingest you instead of the other way around. Mentats. In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the autodoc in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem, and the brain extraction technology for once worked. That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial selves into hosts to slip past the radar fence. I'm sure of it. And once they're off the reservation...
Once they're out of the big empty, they'll start doing experiments on the entire world. So basically, because I got shot in the head in Goodsprings, the bullet was left in the head, and when I got sent to Big Mountain, the autodoc had to change its programming in order to remove my brain, and that made me different than the other lobotomites because the surgery actually worked correctly, and the brain was able to remotely talk to me from the dome to my body. And the think tank wants to know how that works because they can reverse this procedure but do it on themselves to put their brains into a lobotomite's body and walk out of the think tank, or walk out of the big empty. So if I don't ever get my brain back, I can't leave?
Oh, no. I doubt your brain would be so unreasonable. It already knows the trick of it, you see. Doesn't need to be in a host body at all. If you become friends or exist in an uneasy truce with weapons aimed at each other, it would unlock the fence for you. Well, once the think tank was dealt with, of course. Your brain is a responsible sort. Doesn't want mad scientists running around everywhere.
Klein said they had the idea to get the 3 technologies after your broadcast. Coincidence?
I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology, herbal tea, and luck. So watch it, potty mouth. My threat broadcast is designed to instill and install fear. And along with the emotional download, other data rides the fear carrier wave. It prompted them to focus on retrieving those technologies and bring them to attack me. And coincidentally, pardon my language, all those technologies are needed to put a brain, your brain, back into its skull properly.
Alright. We've been recording for a while. I'm going to cut here and we'll resume.